A war of words has broken out between the Prime Minister and Brisbane's Lord Mayor over flood recovery funding. Julia Gillard says she's been misrepresented and never claimed council could cover the cost on its own. But Campbell Newman says the Commonwealth promised to give back up to 80% of the city's $440 million damage bill, and he hasn't seen a cent.
The Lord Mayor was out in Brisbane's western suburbs this morning kick-starting a new road project, but he warns many others will be put on hold unless the federal government pays its share of the damage bill from last month's floods.
For every dollar we don't get from the federal government, that will be a dollar of a project somewhere that will be cancelled or shelved for the next 2 or 3 years.
The Prime Minister today denied she's told the Lord Mayor that the Brisbane City Council is big enough to cover its own recovery costs.
Mr Speaker, that claim is untrue. I never said those words, and they do not stand for what I said yesterday.
Campbell Newman says if Ms Gillard has enough information to introduce a flood levy, she should have enough to hand out funding under the National Disaster Relief and Recovery Arrangements. And he's returned fire at the State Treasurer, Andrew Fraser, who yesterday said Council would receive recovery funds when it's sent through the paperwork.
4th of February, CC'd to the Honourable Anna Bligh, well, Treasurer, I'll take your money tomorrow. Thanks very much for the cheque.
The Premier was also hoping for cheques at an emergency tourism summit in Sydney today.
We ask you to tell your friends, your clients, your customers, we'd love to see them for a holiday.
And she's defending the time it's taking for payments from the flood relief appeal, with 1,500 now being processed a day.
People donated because they wanted it to go to people who really needed it and were flood affected, and that takes a little while to check.
And the federal independent MP Bob Catter is calling for a disaster coordinator to be based in the North Queensland town of Tully to direct the clean-up after Cyclone Yasi. He's compared the head of the Reconstruction Task Force, Major General Mick Slater, to Peter Cosgrove after Cyclone Larry in 2006.
He was in ground zero almost as fast as was humanly possible for to get there, and he was walking the streets. This time, I'm told that there is a person in charge, and he is in Brisbane.
The Premier says the Major General has been to the region twice in the last 4 days, and a senior police officer is based in Tully. Meg Purtell, ABC News.